this video tutorial for Blender we will have a look at flashing lights and how they are done in Blender the easy way. I don't use any key points for the flashing animation. I have another technique and I will show this to you. So let's have a look. Okay, we start in Blender by creating a LED light, a LED bulb like the old ones from the 70s and 80s, and I create a mesh UV sphere, and now we have a look at it from the side. Go to the edit mode and wireframe mode. We delete the lower parts by deleting the vertices there, and now we scale this to form a old style LED bulb. So scale it to the Z. That's the way they have looked in this time, and it looks good. So okay, now we can create a base part to this LED light. We select the lower vertices and extrude it a bit down and scale it and another extrude and put a base with key F there. Now it's closed and ready to giving materials to it. Let's smooth it, and with the auto smooth function it looks fine, but still not colored. So we choose two, we create two materials, one material for the bulb. Let's name it R for red and a number 01, and we give it the color red, and we choose intensity .1 because it is not lit. Now we create a second material slot, and this is a plastic, black plastic part. We go to the edit mode with Control and plus key. We select the base and assign this material there. Now we have the LED ready to go. Okay, and now we create some copies of this LED light. Let's say in X direction, distance of 4 Blender units, and create about 8 LED lights. So, okay, what have we? 6. Let's do 2 to get the 8 bulbs. Okay, there we are. Now we select the first one. Okay, everything's okay. The second one, we create a copy of the material and name it R02. And the third one gets the material R03. And the fourth one gets R04, and so on until we get to the last bulb. Okay, well, that's number 7, and finally the number 8. Okay, what do we do now? We have 8 bulbs with 8 different materials, and now we create add some drivers. I should have done this before the copy copying, but okay, don't care, we can do it at this time, but have to do it for every material. Add a driver. Okay, the add driver and add driver, add driver, add driver, and the last one gets a driver too. Okay, now we have the 8 drivers connected to the emit value of the material, and now we must do something that this driver function well. I have already done this, but I will show you. You go to the user preferences in file, and there auto execution, auto run Python scripts. This must have a hook. You can save this, and now you can use the drivers, and if you load you can the drivers are automatically loaded. Okay, now we create on another layer something. It's a a ground plate, and we add second plate. We put it inside the ground plate, move it a bit up so it is visible, and now we give it a material so we can see it. So let's have a look. Okay, we choose take blue, and now you can see that there is a second object. Now we go to physics mode. The plate backplate is a passive physics, and the okay, we should have done something, and so I will clear the location information to get these things better together. So where is it? There, clear location there, and we clear the location of this blue object too. Location. Now we select we copy both to lower part, move the plate in that direction a bit to the up. Now we select the plate and the base plate and add a connection by a piston. And now we have an empty element, and it is in the mid of these objects. We rotate it by the y-axis by 90 degrees, and now the rotation axis is the x-axis for pistons. We have to change something. The x-axis we put the limits to minus .01 and 0.1, .01, and now we add another connection. So look, take connect. Now we use the motor, and we have a second empty object. We rotate this same way on the y-axis, and there we have an angular motor. Enable it. We have a velocity and a max impulse. We set the max impulse to something high, and now we see this blue plane is rotating. We can change the speed, and it is rotating faster. Okay, now we can give this plane a name that is easier to find. Use something with some numbers at the beginning, so it is up in the line when we have a look at it. And what can we add as a name? What is it? Oh, motor, plane. Oh, we'd use plane. Okay. And now we switch to the LED lights again, and we select the first LED light. We can set this rotating plane invisible by disabling the layer. Now we select the LED light and have the material 01, and we go to the graph editor. In graph editor we switch to drivers, and now there we have the material, and inside we have the image driver. This is the driver. What to do with it? We press N, and now we have the driver settings. We have the variable named var, and it is a name I always use. You can change it, but there's no need to change this. There we have a scripted expression, but the variable, it should be taken from an object, and this object is this 001 plane, and the set rotation is the correct value for it. There we have it, and now we put inside here a formula with a sinus. It's sin is a name for it. It is a fine way to use sin because we have repeatingly flashing objects, and sinus is perfect for this. And we tell there that the sign of this variable should be greater 0.5, and if we do so, then we have a blinking light flashing in a very regular way. Now we can change this 0.5 to, let's say, 0.8. Now we have a light that flashes in smaller amounts, and the dark part is longer. Okay, we take the second one and we do the same. We go to the driver and set the variable from this plane, the Z rotation, and we put in another equitation, its sign variable, var, and plus +1, and this greater 0.8, and we can take the third one, and I think you know what comes now. It's almost the same, and for every LED slightly different equitation for the image value. And the fourth one, okay, there it is. Use the plane and the Z rotation and put in the equitation with sign variable plus .3 greater than .8. Okay, I have put in something wrong. Delete this. Okay, there it is. Now, okay, everything looks well for this LEDs. Take the next one, and it doesn't. You don't need to select the transform, the variable at first. You can insert the expression and put this into later. Set rotation. Okay, next one, and the image value sign. Oh, what have we? 0.5 greater .8. and next one sine var plus dot 6 greater dot h. Choose the variable, and I did not do this for this LED, so I do it now. Z rotation from this plane. There is obviously is okay, and there we have the last LED. Choose the image driver sinus from var plus dot 7 greater dot h, and we choose this plane and the Z rotation. Okay, that was all. Now we can have a look at it. We have all LEDs there, and now we have a walking light, and no no key point is used for it. There you see the rotating plane, and you can change things on this. You have the motor there. We name this empty now 001 motor, and there you can now see it better in the outliner. And there's a value for the speed. We can add more speed, and now it is flashing at a higher speed. We can insert key points on this motor. We can put it to 0 in the first frame, and on the frame 100 we put it to 8 for speed. Okay, put a keyport there, and frame 250 we lower the speed to, let's say, 5. Put it to 5 or 4. Okay, let's take 4 and put a keyframe there, and now the LED starts to gain speed in flashing and get slower until the last frame of 250 frames. Okay, and you can add more lights that flash. You can simply copy these LED lights and rotate them. Choose a 3D cursor for this, rotate it by 90 degrees, and move it Y direction for blender units. And now we have their flashing lights too. But we can do more. We can change these LEDs there. We change the material for this LED light. Go to materials, choose a new material, name it G01, not B, G01, and now we choose a green color for this. Okay, there's a green color, and we use this color, this material on the other LEDs too. Okay. I don't want to use 8 LEDs here, 5 pieces. Okay, so I have all flashing at one speed, and now I create new materials for the others by copying this materials. Copy and name it Oh, something wrong. This is G01, 2, 3, and there, and this. Oh, I have done something wrong, so make a copy, name it G05, and this must be G01. So what's wrong? Oh, I need a copy there. So copy this one and name it G01. So now we have 5 different materials, and we now change the drivers for this. This one we say the variable multiplied by 2, and in this case almost the same variable multiplied by 2 and add dot 1. And this one variable multiplied by 2 and plus dot 2. And this one variable multiplied by 2 plus dot 3. Last one a variable multiplied by 2 plus dot 4. Now we have these LEDs here. Now we see these lights are flashing with a doubled frequency, and the animation of the spinning wheel is doing the job for both flashing lights. Okay, now we can have a look how to render these things. Let's go to 3D. Well, I disable the rendering for this these parts, so they will never get rendered. And now, yeah, it looks quite good. Take this picture. Now have a render of it. There it is rendered, and you see switched off red LEDs and those switched on green LEDs. Now go to 3D view and choose a better view of this LED lights. I have there an empty object for the camera look at point. Can choose another camera position, so everything is viewable. A bit higher. Now look at point. Well, that looks okay. Now if you render this, you can see the switched on and switched off LED lights. Okay, that was all. Have a nice day and have fun creating flashing lights.